In Canberra, the politicians have returned for the parliamentary new year and fresh battle lines are being drawn. The Prime Minister is shaping the year ahead as the one where she'll deliver on reforms as deep and far-reaching as those of the Hawke-Keating years. The opposition's painting her agenda as policy on the run, akin to a more recent Labor predecessor, Kevin Rudd. From Canberra, political correspondent Tom Eagleton reports.
A new year, a new Prime Minister and unseasonal summer weather for MPs returning to the national capital.
It's chilly, that's what it is.
Chilly indeed. Today's news poll has the government's primary vote slipping and Tony Abbott's narrowing the gap on preferred Prime Minister.
What do you make of the latest news poll and Julia Gillard and Labor slipping?
No, I'm going to work now. Thanks.
Labor opened with a cabinet meeting.
Bit of shush.
The shadow cabinet also met, looking energetic, according to its leader.
And that's important because it is going to be a big year in politics.
The first battle in the parliamentary year is going to be over the Prime Minister's proposed flood levy, popular with voters, according to the news poll survey. Julia Gillard plans to appoint former Liberal Premier John Fahey to head an inspectorate which will look into the federal government's flood spending.
Its aim is to ensure that there is proper accountability, scrutiny and value for money.
You should not need a second bureaucracy to ensure that the first bureaucracy spends money wisely.
But the battle over the flood bill is just the curtain raiser to the main show, or as Julia Gillard puts it, the government's landmark reform agenda. Act 1 will be health, where the Prime Minister will try and hammer out a deal on hospitals with state premiers at next Monday's COAG meeting, though exactly what kind of deal is uncertain. Asked whether she'd be sticking with Kevin Rudd's deal with the states on swapping GST revenue for federal government hospital funding, she was non-committal.
People don't judge their healthcare system on Commonwealth-state financial relations. They judge their healthcare system on whether they can find a doctor when they need one in their community, whether they can find a nurse when they need one in their community.
With the Liberal Party gaining ascendancy in key states, Kevin Rudd's year-old deal with the premiers is coming under pressure.
Well, Julia Gillard may well cut a deal at COAG, but it will mean an enormous backflip.
And says the opposition, with New South Wales expected to fall to the Liberal Party at the end of the month, any deal next week may have to be revisited.
To try and rush a deal in the dying hours of that government, again, just smacks of hypocrisy and desperation. The same sort of manic behaviour that we saw from Kevin Rudd, we're now seeing from Julia Gillard.
Backflip or much-needed reform, whatever you call it, it's an important first test of Julia Gillard's mettle. Tom Eagleton, Lateline.